Hey everybody, it's Kenny Wayne.
Hey, it's Don.
Welcome back to the channel. So, we hope everyone's doing well. So, usually we get some fast food or something. We're kind of eating or bouncing around sometimes. So, this time we kind of just thought that we would just do a video on something that we would normally eat it here at the house. We do not normally eat fast food like that. You see us on the video once a week eating something, and that's about all we eat it.
Yeah.
But we just thought this is like normally something that Don would cook. So take a quick look.
As you can tell by the title of this video, I did some homemade Jollibee spaghetti. So it's got the
Let's try it.
sweetness, and it's got the hot dogs in it, and so
so we get it. The couple of times that we've been to Jollibee, we do order this. But Don just thought it would be cool to try it out himself.
Right, yeah.
So Don's very much a home cook to anyone. I know a lot of people are just finding out about the channel, and to all the new subscribers, thank you so much for joining. So, everyone doesn't know Don that well, but he actually is quite the home cook. He rarely makes something that I don't care for. Do we need to pull this back a little bit? Because, it seems a little far out.
I don't know.
Let's pull it back a little bit. All right, yeah. So we had to fix that. So anyway, so Don is very much the home cook. And like I just said, there's, rarely something he doesn't like.
Well, I didn't do adult water today, but hey, I do like these Arizona drinks. He loves the grape.
Grape is my favorite in pretty much everything.
But he does have an adult water.
I had to translate.
Yeah. So what do you think? Yeah, I went out and looked to see some copycat recipes.
Good.
And I looked at like 3 or 4 of them, and they were kind of crazy in some of the ingredients. So I was like, no, I think I can do it justice. So I did it myself.
Yeah, it was fun. And it's something different too, right?
Yeah. Well, we've kind of, for the most part, for the last year, been really watching the amount of carbs that we eat. We haven't eliminated carbs, we've just reduced them. So for whatever reason, I was really in the mood for some spaghetti. We hadn't done spaghetti since when we did the Jollibee Mukbang. If you haven't seen it, go back, look, check it out.
Link somewhere over here. I don't know. I don't know that part of the magic, but I'm sure it's gonna be somewhere here. But actually, I like yours better than Jollibee.
Do you? And
Yeah.
I'm just dropping all this stuff. I'm gonna have to trash this shirt afterwards.
Yeah, but yeah.
Well, it had been so long since we had theirs. I remember when we were eating it, I'd forgotten that they had hot dogs in their spaghetti. Until all of a sudden it's like, oh, what's this I'm chewing and biting into?
But I also forgot that it was so sweet.
Yeah.
So my aunt, Lord rest her soul, she was very much one of the people who put sugar in her spaghetti, and my mom did not approve. My mom would give her grief over it, right? And I didn't really think it was ever bad or horrible or, nothing like that, right? But
It's different.
But it's just different. But my mom was like, no, you can't. How very dare you put sugar in your spaghetti? So I know my mom is watching because I send her the videos every week. So Mom, I love you so much. But my mom did not approve.
Well, hopefully you'll approve this video.
And,
because,
but this is not as sweet. This was not as sweet.
I did put sugar in it.
But it's not like Aunt's auntie sugar, right?
Or was hers like super sweet?
This is actually pretty good.
Have any of y'all ever had the sweet Southern sweet tea that's so sweet, you get a cavity after drinking it? That's probably how sweet you're talking about, isn't it?
You very much knew there was sugar in it. With yours,
It's just sweet, yeah.
you know I'm going to be mean right to your face.
What are you going to say?
I'm going to be mean 2 inches from your face, maybe 3.5. I don't know.
Okay.
but I actually like it. Yours isn't as sweet as hers, and I don't think it's as sweet as Jollibee's, even though you get like that little bit of taste. You know, like you can tell there's a little sugar, it's a little sweeter, but I don't think it's bad. It's not offensive.
Well, and I just used regular white sugar. I know some of the recipes were saying to use brown sugar,
Wiener.
and some was saying to use the banana ketchup, which is also really sweet. So,
Did the banana word get your attention?
no, it's just a different type of ketchup. I think it's really popular in you know, the Pacific Islands.
Nice. Banana ketchup? I've never had it. I'll tell you this. We were doing some running around for my mom earlier, and we went to the store. And so, fun fact, Don and I are kind of condiment people. So we like sauces or chutneys or like, you know, ranches or stuff like that.
Just sauces. in
Yeah,
general,
yeah. So we ended up on this one aisle, and it was an avocado cilantro like drizzle that I bought. So I'm looking forward to trying that. Maybe soon he'll make a dinner or something, and I can just add it to it or whatever, and you know, give everyone like a first review. But it looked tasty. I was happy about it, and I also noticed, was it Taco Bell? No.
You know, what's Taco Bell?
No. The opposite side of the aisle. It was the salsa people. Or Ortega or something.
Ortega,
but they
maybe?
had like a guacamole salsa too. I was like, oh my goodness, I've got to try that at some point. So I did not buy that today, but hopefully soon.
I know you said this might need a little more salt and everything. I don't know if it's the salt that's in it or it's the sugar, but after a few bites, it's like, oh, okay, I gotta take a drink.
I would not
thirsty.
add any more salt to this.
Yeah.
No. So the fun thing is like lately, by lately I mean kind of like maybe the last year. Normally, if I eat something, I'm like tasting for salt, and you know, I tell Dawn, I think you need a pinch of salt in here. This is one of the few times where I have said like, no, I think you're all right, no more.
Well, we've also cut back on our salt. I very rarely put salt in stuff, and when I do, it's minimal. So if he tastes it and he's like, oh, it needs more salt, he'll just go and grab him some and add it to it. But one thing, he does always taste it before he puts something on it. You know, you have some people that it doesn't matter what you put in front of them, they're going to go ahead and put salt and pepper on it because it's like they're not aware of either how salty or whatever it is. It's like, okay, you should at least taste it first.
No, I always do taste it first, but and I'll also say this for the channel to everyone, or to all the new subscribers and to everyone who's known us for a minute. I am extremely honest with Don and his food.
Yeah.
And if I don't like it, I'm not going to be too mean about it,
No.
but I'll be very direct and clear that I don't care for it, and tell him exactly why. But that's why I made the comment kind of earlier. Like it's very rare that he makes something that I don't like.
Yeah, it's very rare.
Very rare. But I kind of think the thing is the honesty of like, I just don't care for it, man.
Yeah.
But then again, his mom is a good cook too. So I'll say that. So if mom and dad are watching,
Yeah.
we love you so much. I think he learned a lot of from her. Like watching her, like we're down at the holidays and stuff, and cutting up and carrying on. Like, lady, this girl knows what she's doing. You see her moving and shaking all around the kitchen, right? And then the food comes out, and you're like, oh man, and you're not disappointed. So
Yeah, it's got to be where I got it. Hey, my dad, he always fixed our breakfasts on the weekends.
So his dad can throw down in the morning, and
Yeah.
when you smell, even from the second story of the house,
Oh yeah.
is that bacon or sausage and that coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good times.
So my dad was a good cook too. So
Yeah.
well, and I'd always said that, whenever I do retire, I wouldn't mind going to culinary school just to get the skills, learn the skills. I mean, I don't want to be a chef because chefs are always in the back of the restaurant, and you don't get to see people eat your stuff, and that's what makes me happy.
Well, as long as no one's asking for a refund, or
I know.
they're not puking behind your plant in the corner, I think they're fine.
Yeah.
See, I'm a behind the scenes person. I like my profession and what I do specifically is because you don't know that I'm there. Everything functions, and when there's an issue, we fix it. And you know that I'm there in the end, back in. But I think Dawn would very much love to be a chef and stuff. And it would be cool to go to some of the classes and learn things. Like, I can cook if you give me a recipe. Here's the thing, friends. But you have to be very specific with me. Yeah, I would be a pretty good baker because like you tell me exactly what you need, okay. But like when it comes to a recipe, like cooking chicken or something else, like you have to tell me like exactly what you want or how to do it.
Yeah, you can't
like,
do a dash of this or
I don't know
pinch
what
of
that means.
Yeah.
I can't deal with that.
Well, obviously, I like this because I ate that up quite a bit. Yeah. Well, and again, since we've been watching the amount of our carbs, I didn't make a whole lot, so it's like I'm not really going to be able to do seconds.
Oh no. Another interesting thing about Dawn, and to anyone who's followed this channel for a hot minute, you know, it's coming up on 16 years that he and I have been together. So like, he really knows how to cook for two. Usually there's not a whole lot of like leftover anywhere. I mean, there may be like a little bowl for lunch or something, but there's, it's not crazy. So like, he's really kind of mastered that whole portion of it.
I mean, the only time I usually will have leftovers is if I'm planning that I want to have leftovers, so he'll have something during the week for his lunch, or I may want something a little different other than a salad for lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty much of a salad for lunch person, or at least I have been.
I'm going to tell you this. Currently, I have a good obsession with Jimmy John's.
Oh, yeah. He's able just to place the order on his phone just by talking, and
I set a shortcut on my iPhone.
yeah.
It runs it. It's like, hey, you want to pay with Apple Pay? Either look at your phone or click your watch. Boop, done.
Yeah.
13 minutes later, they're dropping her off at the door.
If not
Perfect
sooner.
order. Yeah, perfect order. I'll let me some Jimmy John's for lunch. But I'm here all the time. So sometimes, when I look in the refrigerator and I'm like, looked up for pizza. I'm just gonna have Jimmy John's.
Yeah, maybe one of these afternoons he'll do a little short. Him getting into that Jimmy John's. Y'all don't want me to do a short eating
thing.
salad.
If any of the followers are into Jimmy John, tell me what you order. So let me tell you what I get every time. Now this is just assuming my single order. He's in the office. I'm at home. I get a gargantuan, no lettuce, cut in half, extra mayo, jalapeno chips, large Dr. Pepper.
Yeah. So in the comments, put down there what you order when you ordered the Jimmy John's. Yeah.
So I don't do it all the time. Like it's not maybe once a week. Once a week aside from like what we do for the bang if we're filming or whatever. But yeah, I'll love me some Jimmy John's.
Well, and y'all may notice that we're both wearing hats today. We just kind of wanted to get into the holiday spirit a little bit.
Hey man, we still have our snowman here.
Yep.
Hi.
Yep.
Snowman says hi.
So it's funny because we have these hats on, which are quite warm, and we have the air conditioner on because these are so warm.
So the last time I wore that bear hat, it got so hot in here for me. I had to take it off. You had to see my hair without any product. I just had to turn the air down this time.
Yeah, this was a perfect amount, I think. You look like you're getting full.
I am. So I've been working towards this for a while, trying to cut back. I can tell it's working, right?
Yeah.
But I'm going to finish it though.
I mean, there's a lot of YouTubers out there that they get tons and tons of food and they don't finish their video until they finished all the food on there. And I know that's a thing, but that thing's not for us. You know, we're not going to sit there and overstuff ourselves. We're going to eat till we're comfortable. We've had enough. That means we have leftovers. We have leftovers. We're not going to go crazy.
And that means I have lunch for the next day.
But that also means that we're not going to have to worry about putting on extra pounds and then spending the rest of the week at the gym, so we can then turn around and do another mukbang video for y'all the next week and be worried about, okay, how many calories are we now having to
Well, here's my thing. If I eat a single cracker, I'm gaining 5 pounds. My body just can't deal with it, right? That's why I have to watch a little bit more of what I eat a little more often, and that's why we don't do stuff like this too much.
We do it
because my body can't act right. Like I said, one cracker overnight, 5 pounds. You're like, oh my god, what happened? It's how it works.
Yeah.
But we also don't want to be too wasteful either. But I understand that some people do like to see like the crazy amount of stuff here. I don't know if we'll really do that, but still, we appreciate everyone watching.
Yeah. I mean, if you like what we're bringing you, give us a thumbs up.
A little tomatoey right here.
Little tomatoey. And I didn't actually put any tomatoes in this. It's just all the sauce.
I'm like, I'll go puke in his purse. I'm like, oh my god, what is this?
No, it's just...
It's good.
It's probably an onion that was marinating in there.
In your bag or in the can?
In
the
can,
jar?
in the yeah.
In his purse over here. All right, I'm done.
You done? All right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. Share the video to your mom and them and your...
I mean, that's how I do it. So every week when I drop a video, I go into the share button and I text my mom.
Yeah.
And we share it. So, send it along to your friends and family. We thank y'all all very, very, very much for watching. And to the new subscribers, y'all are amazing. So thank y'all again so much. We hope everyone has a great coming week. And hey, man, leave us a comment, even if it's an emoji. We will respond, either Don or I, because, we are the PR team here. You're looking at it. So we thank y'all so much. Take care.
Bye.
Bye, y'all. You did really good with this. I liked it.
Yeah. I may do this again sometime.